Good day, everybody. Hey there. Welcome back to some more Minecraft. We're back in Sky Factory 4 today. I put some considerable time into the game today. I'm loyal like that. But yeah, I've actually put a fair amount of time into the game. Primarily aesthetic-based things. Of course, you know, as normal, I don't advance the game off camera, so I didn't make anything that's we hadn't really made before that I remember, other than I did make a couple elevator blocks. But I found out that I did confirm the weirding gadget is not working when I'm in the Twilight Forest, so we're going to have to look into that option. But welcome back. So let's take a look at everything, shall we? Let's take a gander. Boom! Look at our new area. Oh snap! Snap! Let's get an aerial view here. So here's what we're looking at. I've gone ahead, as I said I would, and factoried out the floor with the designs we did yesterday. I moved some stuff around, as you can see. Reran the cabling to automate things. We've got our laser drill going. I moved the smeltery over. I decided to keep at least one of the flame torch tower things because I think it looks kind of cool. This is going to be my wall of machines. I've already got it all powered up. It's all running off of one of the combustions we made yesterday. I've had this running, although I'm probably about to run out of wood. I'm going through a lot of wood. Oh no, I'm doing okay still. So building up resources, let that run. Let it run a lot of AFK. As you can see, I used a fair amount of iron. I'm probably going to tear all these down here in a minute. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the way that it's turned out so far. I like it, if you will. Just kind of have that factory look. I am going to redo the walls, but I did not get that far today. If we take a look at our little Fisher component, I got all sorts of stuff up there. We're going to go ahead and take a gander at some of that. See about disenchanting some of that enchanted gear. That's another machine we're going to look at today. But this gives us a lot of room to work with. A lot of room to work with. So as you can see here in the back, I've got where I can get into the power cables are already set up. So as we build machines that are just single run machines, I just pop a hole in the wall and slap it in there. I do that a lot in my builds, and I like having that freedom. I put our tinkers down here, and we're going to have to build more tinker stuff eventually, and as we do, we can extend that. I've got the smeltery set up to run. The way it's set up is going to change a little bit later when we automate. We get into auto crafting, but for right now it's okay. I've got the auto lava production underground, so it's running lava into both the smeltery, the melter, and this cauldron, so we can still make obsidian as needed. Hello, puppy. So laser drill's going. I didn't move this one battery. It's still charging. I decided to keep one little grass area, kind of like that. Maybe put some flowers in there, maybe make it look like a little park. But yeah, overall, most everything is where it was. All I did was just, redo the aesthetics of the ground. But let's take a look at one other thing. And that's down here. So I also redid downstairs. So here's our storage area. Now I can expand storage if I need to. I'm hoping that filing cabinet wise that should mostly be enough. Everything the light touches. Everything from here over is empty. And all of those up there are empty, and I've got room for a couple more saplings down here. So that's a fair amount of storage. And it's raining outside, so the Endermen keep popping in here. If we look over here, the smeltery runs into this, which runs into the system automatically, and this is our lava is built in here. I wanted to still have it visible where I could access it if I need to. But overall, not too shabby. Okay, we're going to make an Enderman mad here because I'm running low on pearls. I got one. I'll take it. So yeah, that's kind of what I did. Moved some stuff around, lined it up, kind of give it that factory look. I think the outer walls are going to be built to look something like this. I like this material for the walls with the different fan blades. Ah! Come get you a bite. Give me your eyeballs. Yeah. But I think I'm going to do that with the walls as well. But I'm also going to mix in some of those big giant fans, which are like 3x3s, because I think that would be kind of cool. So I'm going to work on the walls next. I did what I said I was going to do, and we used the black brick stairs to line the down area. Kind of kept it down. Used the same blue floor as I did downstairs, just to kind of build some areas. And then let the farm go. Oh, I think my potatoes are clogged again. Occasionally my potatoes clog and then my farm stops. Yeah, that's what happens. I gotta clean up my potatoes. That's okay though. If you look, we're at 22,000 essence. So the essence has been building up. I did actually extend the farm one more row because I had extra space there. But yeah, overall I'm pretty... Why are there zombie pigmen? Wait, where'd my other pigs go? How did my pigs turn into zombie pigmen? What turns a pig into a zombie pigman? I've never seen that happen. I had 3 pigs. Now I have a pig and 2 zombie pigmans. Lightning? Lightning has struck my pigs? That's insanity. I didn't even know that was a thing. That's hilarious. I did move the market, so we have a new market guy. What's the market guy's name? Slap Chop guy. That's Slap Chop guy. Let's go ahead and clean up these extra things. But oh, by the way, let me say hi to everybody. Hello, Randy. Hello, Anubis. Hello, Tyler. Hello, Paula. Good day. And hello, Phantom. Welcome. It is a pleasure to have you. I need my axe. And my axe. These are probably all full. Yeah, I was making a ton of iron because I had to use iron for all this. Ooh, free pearl! Hell yeah! But I had to use a lot of iron. Luckily, again, for 4 iron you get 32 factory blocks. So I was making a lot of stone, and then I pulverized a bunch of coal as well, flint coal. Clean all this up. Clean all that up. Put all this in the system. But I've got enough iron. I was getting ahead. I actually was producing more iron than I was using by far because I forgot how big that conversion rate was. Again, 32 iron for 4 iron for 32 factory blocks. Pretty good turnaround, you know what I mean? So let's go ahead and get some more iron going. How are we doing for iron? Let's take a look. Iron, we are sitting at 3K. Again, I've been making iron all day. So let's go ahead and make what we can and get that running in our smeltery, which has automated lava now and everything, which it did before, but now it runs a bit smoother. I'm still only running 2 pour spouts. I have the capability to add a 3rd and then just add additional clocks, and I could extend more if I need to. I get another one here, another one there on the back, so I've got room for multiple more as we progress further into the pack and I get more automation. I believe that's something that I'll probably have to do. But yeah, and then this one here was my other backup iron. I think at this point we're probably good on that one as well. Hello, Bubby. Bubby's here. Hello, Bubby. She just did a walk by. No, that's trash. You can't have that. That's my chocolate. Put those away. No, my donuts. I keep putting my donuts away. Alright, so there we are. We got started. That is where we're looking. Hello, baby. That's my kitty. You getting your bed? Don't mess with my chocolate milk. So yeah, that's what I did today. It was, like I said, mostly just aesthetic stuff. But I'd like to move the cakes, but I have a feeling that the cakes, when I move them, are going to give me new spawn places in the Lost Cities and stuff. Probably not very far, because it depends on where I move them to, but that's something we'll have to address. I figured I'd do that on camera. What are you doing? What are you doing, Squirt? You just had your dinner, so I know you're not hungry. Squish, 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 squish. Petting the kitty. Hold on, I'm petting the kitty. There she goes. You gonna sleep on your chair? Alright, so, I don't think I picked up anything new here. Can you pick up a cake? I don't know. You know what I can pick up? Terry's Delicious Pineapple Pizza. That's why I made sure I put it in a place of honor. Mwah. I love you, Boppy. That's my kitty. What are you doing? He's wanting some attention. Hold on a second. Let me get the kitty some attention real quick. Hold on just a minute. One moment. I'm back. My wife is going to come say hi to the kitty for a minute. So yes. So I was thinking, because, you know, Draven's been known to do that on occasion. I need to light the area up. I did make a couple flare lanterns. I'm thinking this square right here, this square is probably big enough to make compact machines in. Right? At least one of these is. So I was thinking compact machines would be something we're going to start messing with today. Clearly I need to get some flare lanterns up around the building. I have a couple downstairs. That's why it's lit up right here. Even though technically I don't get any dark spots, because there's no darkness in this one. It's still dark, if that makes sense. Let's make some flare lanterns. I made 61. That was more than I meant to make. These are the mistakes that I make sometimes. I'm just going to set them around, a couple of them around here, where I can, just kind of have them chilling a little bit. And then when I redo the wall, I'll try to work them in to the aesthetics of the wall a bit better. I'm going to keep the wall. The wall is basically 3 or 4 thick. I'm probably going to keep it 3 thick. Is what I'm thinking. When I work on that. That's what I'll work on by next week's stream. So that'll give me the whole week to get that put together. I know this is probably overkill with the flare, but, why not, right? It'll be fun. One of those. Get some of these. I should have lit this up earlier. But Draven failed you all. I apologize. Oh no, and I'm out of donuts and I've run out of speed. The worst thing in the world that could ever happen to a man, running out of donuts. That seems pretty lit up over here. I feel that is good. Put the flares away and let's get ourselves some donuts. No, not donuts. Spelled donut wrong. Failed, Raven. We'll go see if we can pick up cakes. I don't think you can pick up cakes. But we're going to try. What is this? Extra nuts. One moment while Draven grabs his nuts. Hang on a second. Put that away. Can I pick up a cake? No! Clicking on the cake just took me there. Wouldn't let me pick it up. Well, I guess while I'm here, I could grab what few things I have in here. I AFK'd over here a few minutes, but not much. As you can see, I didn't get a lot. Mineral berries are better. They are. Mineral berries are better. I just haven't been messing with them. Yonko says, I started watching you when I was 8 years old. Now I'm 15. I am an old man, and I appreciate you reminding me. Well, it is a pleasure to still have you. Welcome back. That's awesome. Let's see. What am I... Yes, so here we are. So compact machines. So we want to work on that today. We want to get to the hunting dimension. We want to blow up a chicken. We're good on inferium seeds. I made all the black clay that I need right now. I can look up those later. So that's pretty good. So I feel like I need to make a little room for my cakes. So I was thinking that I might build a little room like right here. Just a little door into a cake room. And that would be kind of cool. See, I've already got some of it where I was vein mining to clean the area out, so I have to build it. But I think that would be groovy. There is a flare lantern down here hidden in the corners as well. That's why it's lit up real well over there and underneath the working area. So let's see. If I'm going to build cakes, we're going to need... we'll stick with the floor that we have, right? Factory block. Let's do that. Factory block. Oh, only got 10. Okay, make a few more. Boop, boop, boop. And let me grab my chisel. Well, thank you very much, Ice Cold Spot. I appreciate that. Worked on it a bunch today. We'll start with this. I can change more as we get there. I started watching when I was 8, now I'm 61. That sounds about right. If it means anything, I started streaming when I was 8, and now I'm 82,000 years old. Let's clean this out a little bit. I really don't need to clean out a lot of this. This is going to be, everything from here down is just going to be floor. I don't need a big space, but I do want to make it look, you know, kind of cool with the motif that I was going for out there. Let's do some of this. So technically that would go in there. I do like the sound the factory blocks makes. The metal sound, probably one of my favorite sounds in Minecraft, I think. Take this up a little bit. Can you take me high? A little bit of Creed there for you to get your Sunday going. Creed's like religious music, right? If I remember correctly, like a religious-based band, and it being Sunday and all that business. Draven, bringing you the church in Minecraft. I'm just kidding. You're not going to have to worry about that. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Let's see, what do we got here? We got... How many cakes are there? There's 5 cakes, right? There's nether cake, end cake, hunting dimension cake, overworld cake. Overworld cake would be nice. I won't have to use the portal anymore. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to need one more level. Whoops. That's 5. Yeah, that'll work. Let me grab chisel. We'll throw a stack into... Is it glowing vent? It's framed plates. I had forgotten. This one. Framed plates. Okay. Community challenges. 20 more days until your coworker returns. Gotcha. Well, hopefully it goes quickly for you, Terry. How does this one work? Gotcha. So basically, oh, it reminds me, I got to make a clipboard today. Don't let me forget I got to make a clipboard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that'll work. So basically, I'm just playing Sky Factory 4, but with the caveat that if people have ideas for cool things they'd like me to build or automations they'd like me to put together, we will consider doing those, or even some limitations. Like in this pack right now, I can't use geothermal power. I am using it for lava production, but I can't use it for power. And that's partly because I usually use it as my primary power source. So it's just a bit of an added challenge to not use it. You know what I mean? And then, what else? Good, I got some more fans here. Also, we're going to... what other ones have we got? I can't build with gray brick. Things like that, you know. Whoops. Oh, went one too far. It's so dark in here. Anytime I die, I have to take a shot. That's another one. Alright, I'm going to need a roof on here, so let's clear this out. Up. Oh, missed that one. Failed, Raven. Okay. Now that light should go through that, I believe. Can't. That's right. Can't mine resources. That's another one. That did not get as bright as I hoped it would be. Line of sight light is disabled. Replace lights everywhere. That's correct, so I've got it set right. Maybe I'll do that. Let me do that. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. All right, so now I need something to set down to put the cakes on. And I think I'm going to use this again. Yeah, a little table there. A little table. I like that. Okay. Yeah, not too shabby. So that's where our cakes are going to go. So it's going to probably create new spawn spots, which will add problems, but you know, it is what it is. What are you going to do, right? What are you going to do? Okay, so let's see. I'm going to need to make all the cakes. All your cakes belong to Draven. I'm going to need another cake. Whoops. What is this? Overworld cake. I already got one of those. Convenient. I'm going to need another cake. I'm going to need an end cake. I'm going to need I already got an overworld Twilight. I don't need Twilight Forest cake. Lost Cities cake. And a hunting dimension cake. I've already got that added. Okay. Those are the teleport cakes. I'm gonna need milk. All the milk. I guess I'll need buckets. I'll just grab all the buckets. Well, maybe not all the buckets. Oh, I need more buckets. 2, 3. Luckily, I have jars of milk ready to go. So I'll start with this one. What am I missing? Everything in there. Okay. So, oh yeah, regular cake. There is a regular cake. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna need 4 of these, right? Yeah, they're not stackable. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna need to make some sugar here in a minute. Draven needs a little sugar. Okay. And cake, sugar, that, stack of sugar. Cake, all your cake. Alright, so there's my 4 cakes. Delicious. As they are wont to be. We'll start with the cake on the left. I'm going to need a couple diamond blocks. I'm going to need a terracotta. I've already got some terracotta. Why did it not pull it out? Terracotta. Oh, it's got to be colored terracotta. Alright, so there's a Lost Cities cake. We'll make an end... Ooh, I don't know if I have enough pearls to make those. 7! Oh, I was 1 short. Alright, we'll have to come back for that one. Nether cake. I can make a nether cake. And a hunting dimension cake. What do I need 3 more iron swords. Or stone swords. 2. I guess I put those in there. And then... Padap! Hunting dimension cake. Okay, well, 4 out of 5 isn't bad. Let's go put them down here. We'll begin with the overworld cake. Then next will be the nether cake. Then the end cake. Then the Lost Cities cake. Then the hunting dimension cake. Now I have to go break the other cakes. Clean up this mess. And now we have to test all of our cakes. Except the end cake, because I'm not in a spot to fight the dragon yet. Which I don't have the end cake anyway, so that's okay. Let me turn this on so I don't fall. Overworld cake. Should take me back home. It did. Convenient. You know what I need? I need a Twilight Forest cake here. Oh. The downside is unless I put a Twilight Forest cake in every area, it's always going to take me back to the overworld, right? Not much I can do. Why do I need glass, Terry? You have glass there, but I'm not sure what the glass is for. Nether cake. Ba-doop. Let's see where that puts us. Probably a different spot. Yep. 2 feet to the left. That's fine. That's fine. I can work with that. That's not very far away. I can build a little set of stairs there later. Okay. And try it home. Got to work on a wither today, I think. Lost cities. This will probably be 3 feet to the right of where the other one was. Yep, same thing. That's fine. Again, I can put a little set of stairs there. I'm not worried about that. Slow process, but not much can be done about it. And then, what does that leave me with? Hunting dimension. Now, we've not been there yet. I think I'm going to rebuild my mob farm here. Did I click on Twilight Forest? No, it's hunting dimension. Ooh, that's dark. I forgot how dark it is here. Scary. There's a book in the cyclic mod allows you to teleport to set locations. That is correct. It does Ice Cold Spy. We've had a few people recommend it, but the problem is when you teleport across dimensions in Sky Factory 4, it has a bad habit of corrupting your world and crashing your game. So I don't teleport across dimensions. It's a problem I've run into on multiple occasions. I actually have some of those books right here, the Ender book, but that's kind of why I avoid those, just because it has caused problems for me in the past. Alright, so our cakes are done except for the Ender cake, so that's good. Compact machines. Now, this is the old compact machines, which is cool. So I'm going to need a shrinky dink. Oh no, I'm out of pearls. That's a problem. That is a big problem. We may have to go work on that mob farm. Poop. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to need a bunch for this too. I need 2 shrinky dinks, so I need 4 pearls. Oh, I can use one of the ones for cake to make this Eye of Ender for this, but I need... It's going to use my shrinky dink here, so I need 4 pearls. Boo! Boo, I say, boo! I don't know if the weirding gadget will work in the hunting dimension. I'm hoping it will, even though it won't work in the overworld. That's still going okay? That's still going okay. Look at all this titanium. Eventually I'll become a robot, and life will be wonderful again. Alright, so I guess we're looking at building in the Twilight, or in the hunting dimension. So let's start off by grabbing a little bit of flare. Well, no. Better use torches. Flare lanterns will mess with my stuff. Enderman seeds. I think they take pearls. Oh, God. No, they don't take pearls, but they do take endstone, which is something I don't have access to yet. Lava over glowstone, but that'd be a doable, but I don't know if I want to. So I do need, again, we're gonna work on the mob farm first. So I need mob fans. We're gonna make an exact replica of the one that I have in the overworld. I'm gonna need redstone blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gonna need some levers. 2 of those. I'll need spikes. I have 1. Yay. That's not gonna help me. Oh no, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, so I need... No, that 1 will actually help me. So 8. So 3 times 8 is what? 24? No, 3 times 4. 12. It gives me the 9 that I need. Other than that, it's just building it with... I'm just going to use cobblestone for now. I do need to get another cobblestone generator running in here. I'm going to run out of cobble. Okay. So, now when it comes to the hunting dimension, I don't think that there's the limitation of you have to be 30 spaces away. But I'll be honest, I don't know if you have to be 30 spaces away from the spawn point or not. So we're going to assume that you do. So we're going to build off 30 spaces to be safe. So see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hold on. I don't need a million things spawning while I'm working on this. Extra torches for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Okay. Torch and torch. Alright. So technically, that would be as far as I need to go. But I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my working area. And then to go width-wise, I got 1, 2 is the width of the thing itself. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did anybody do anything cool on this Sunday? I did not. Did pretty much nothing today. I have not been able to sleep more than 3 hours a night for the last 2 weeks. Oops, I don't know why. And then I nap during the day, and then that just causes me to not get a good night's sleep the next night. It's just a vicious circle. So I'm going to try to fix that tomorrow. And tonight, technically, I guess. Damn it! Boy, my aim sucks today. Should have brought a building. I need to get my building gadget working. The problem with the building gadget I'm having right now is that I don't have a way to charge it. So we need to get a wireless charger going as well. Is that too many? That's too many. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I forgot to get the item collector and all that part of it. Crap. Darn it. Okay, well, to be continued. Being able to fly makes this so much easier. Not going too big. Giggity. 5. How many did I do off of there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. And I need my fans. Whoops, that's a torch, not a... Whoops. Wrong one. Meant to put a lever there. Let's just protect ourselves from nasty stuff. Did you say giggity? I do say giggity quite frequently. For giggity is the thing. Okay. We gotta make this 4 high. I feel like it's muted for some reason. Sometimes I hear it drop and sometimes I don't. Like there, see, heard it go padap for a second. But then there was no padap after that. Where's my padap at? Being robbed of padapness. Whoops. Fix that in a minute. As we did this last time, you'll remember there is a small chance that putting down these spikes will crash my game. That sometimes happens when you put these down on red blocks specifically, so red stone blocks. So find if you go slow and give a minute in between, usually a bit better. Did you see a new South Park episode? I did not, but I don't ever watch television, so. I have to move my waypoint. It's right in the middle of that chest. Okay, so I need an item collector. Gonna need a bucket. What am I missing? Bottom. 3 hoppers. We will name them. Ready for it? Dennis. Can I make an XP thing yet? Probably not. No, I don't have the stuff for that yet. That's fine. I'll need some chests. Need an item extraction cable. Don't have any. 2 of those. What else? Torches, extraction cable. That's pretty much it. That's going to get me what I need, so. Cool and the gang. Well, sorry to walk down the stairs correctly. Why am I way up here? Why is it flying me? No, I forgot to light the roof. Zomber! I have no time for your zombiness. Your zompenis. That's inappropriate. Don't say that. Let me torch up here. Oh, I guess I gotta torch one in. Oh, there's already zombers. Oh, and that's the one that fell. Come here, zombie. Okay, item collector. And a couple of brick. Oh, I gotta put my other spikes down. Good. No crash. Good sauce. Could have made just a fatty chest, but that'll work for now. That gets the job done. Okay, so everything's pretty much ready to run. I just have to turn it all on. Get rid of this. Let's make sure dark levels are working nicely. They are. Good sauce. Ah, spikes! Oh, it hurts so bad. I'm gonna die. No. Okay, that didn't go well for me. Don't ever do that. That's bad for you. No! Ugh. I hate the air charm. Okay. Done, finally. There's that one turned on. Oh, I forgot to bring a weirding gadget. I was going to bring the one from the overworld, since I know it's not working. Okay. And all these torches out here should be fine. And hi, Wolfie. What you doing? Hold on, she gets in her bed, she's fine. She is not. Wolfie is being a butt. What are you doing? Come here. Oh, you squeaked. Come here. Hi, everybody. This is Buffy. She's being silly today. What are you doing? Oh, you don't like that, huh? Okay. That's what I thought. Give her a little more love, you would. Alright. Slime! Oh, that's right. Slimes will spawn regardless of light level. I forgot about that. Get out of here, slime, you jerk. Okay. Let me go get the weirding gadget now. That's the one thing I forgot. It doesn't work in the overworld for some reason. I don't know why. Weird! In gadget. See? Basically nothing. The only two things that have spawned in there were the one or two things that dropped as I was passing through. Why not Jim Hopper? I have no idea. Is that a real person? I've never heard of Jim Hopper. Dennis Hopper is the only Hopper that I know of that's a famous Hopper. Drop off all of this stuff. 1 second. Sorry. Jim Hopper is from Stranger Things. Oh, never seen an episode. Don't know anything about Stranger Things. Not my kind of jam. So, I've never seen any of that show. Heard about it, of course. You can't not. But I don't know it myself. Ah, so, oh, there's somebody in there dying already. Good, like to see that. Robots, wonderful. 7? Wait, that's a lot of stuff for the couple seconds I was gone. I wonder if this is running even when I'm not here. Even without the weirding gadget. That would be cool. See, now if this works, then I'll switch those out with an ender chest and pump stuff directly into the home, you know. I should have brought a Twilight Forest cake. That's what I should have brought for here, but I didn't. Okay. Twilight home. Alright, here we go. Good sauce. Alright, so that's good. Let's go take a look at our fish. Fish. I even went in there and meddled in our... Ah, I fell in! I'm drowning to death. Okay, don't drown to death, Draven. Look at all this fishiness. Boy, I wish I could make a water bottle folder. Okay, let me grab... Oh, hey, I'm getting some ink sacs here. I like that. Alright, that's all the fish. We're going to start with fish. Let me turn off. We're going to make a couple folders so I can start moving fish stuff in here. Now, I don't know, though, if I have a folder for any of these fish, so we're going to check. I have one for everything but clownfish already? Oh, that's excellent. Sweet. All I need is a clownfish folder. Wonderful. Diorite. Excuse me. All right. So we'll give that. We'll give it about 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll go check the hunting dimension and see what's going on. You can make water bottle folder with the NBT or metadata one, I think. NBT? I have no idea what NBT stands for. It does have the junk drawer, and yes, we are definitely going to use it when we get to that point, for sure. Let's see. Getting leather from this? That's not bad. Most of it's going to be books and stuff. The thing is, I don't want to run this into the junk drawer, because the junk drawers do have a limited space, and a lot of those things are not going to stack. So I have an idea for a lot of that stuff. I want to unenchant it. That's what I want that gear for. That's going to be my primary source of books, if you will. Now I'm going to do this because I don't know what I may already have folders for. Oh, I already had folders for a lot of that. You know, I'm going to make a folder for these things here too while I'm at it. And flare lanterns. I think that's the only thing. Yes. Okay. These are things I'm going to have again in the future anyways. Now, some of these things I could automate into the system eventually. The fish specifically. I played mostly this today. I didn't. I did a little bit of Cyberpunk. Cause I'm doing another Cyberpunk 2077 playthrough, but 90% of my time was spent doing this. Okay. Let's see. What causes items not to stack? Okay, sure. So the problem is durability. Wrong chest. So You see how this bow and this bow have slightly different amounts of red underneath. Unless I repair them, they won't stack because it views that as two completely different items based on the amount of their durability. Now, in this situation, of course, you've also got the added problem that they have different enchantments. So it's not going to stack those either. But these boots have no enchantments on them, but they're still not going to stack because their durability is different. So they're normally not going to stack in a regular folder anyways. Most items that can lose durability won't make a folder. Some will, some won't. But even in the junk drawer, they're not going to stack unless they have the same durability, and if they're enchanted, have to have the exact same combination of enchants. The books will stack, but again, only if they have the same combination. So I could have 10 Fire Protection 3 books on top of each other, but this is Punch 2, Venom 3, Unbreaking 4. So getting that exact combination, you understand what I'm saying? It's just going to make more and more and more and more and more. Repairing them will help, but it's still not a guarantee, although that will help with the junk drawer. The upside is, once I get the enchantments off it, I don't need any of that stuff. So I just want to, we're going to build a disenchanting system. And we're going to build it over here by the fishes, I think. I think that would make sense. I just have to figure, I'm going to wirelessly item stuff over. So, let's take a look at that. So, we need enchant stuff. So I'm just going to put enchant in. I know it's an industrial foregoing, but I can't remember what the machine's called. Enchantment sorter, extractor. That's the one we're looking for. Let's see. So, enchantment extractor. What am I missing? I'm missing some of the things. Okay. I'm going to need 2 books. I don't have any papers. Where's my papers? Oh, I used them all for folders. That's why. Put a few of those in there. And get a couple books. And I'll need a gold gear. And I'll need a machine case. And that. Okay. Now I might run power underground to this machine from that, but I want to kind of build it over here in its own little section. So not super hard to set this up. So we're going to run some power to it. I may need to upgrade this from a regular. This uses a chunk of power, so I may need to get a better combustion generator until we get better power. So let's do that. Let's line that up a little better. Okay, we need combustion. Upgraded combustion. I have none of the things. Okay. I have none of the things. Okay. Draven has nothing. I'm going to need some of that. Make a few of those. I'm going to need some more black concrete powder. Make 4 of those. Upgradable combustion. Now I'll need some cables. There's one of these. And some more cables. Delicious. Okay, that'll excellent. Alright, so, see, the only problem is I can't access this thing unless I come around to this side. I'll need a couple upgrades. Probably not a lot, but a few. Let's see, modifiers. All right, I'm gonna need some of these. That should be enough. That should be enough to run these machines. Padap! I will need a better chest of wood, but we can get to that in a minute. Okay, so now I'm going to need to import and export. How do I want to do this? I'm probably going to have to manually go through that. There's no way to whitelist all the different types of books available. Although I am primarily getting the same trash here. Bows, fishing rods, boots. That seems to be all that I'm getting is bows, fishing rods, and boots. So we could do something with that. Okay. I'm gonna prefer to manual this. I'm not gonna run this to automatically go into it. Sometimes I like to keep it to myself. Get rid of that. Whoops. That. Okay. Alright, so that should take care of that. It's got the power it needs. All it needs is books and magical stuff. So books will be where part of my problem is, because I don't have a ton of leather. Oh, I got more than I thought I did. Convenient. Bok. That is not how you spell book. Boo! That's also not how you spell book. Draven does not know how to spell book. Draven is not a book speller. Boy, would I run out of paper again? Luckily, I have stuff to make paper for days. Okay, I probably shouldn't have used all that paper, but that's okay. Alright, that's a pretty good start, but did that go in the right spot, though? I don't know if it did. Let's test it. We'll grab a couple bows here. Nope, that's the wrong spot. And there it goes. I got 5 enchantments out of that. And 2. So I need a super chest for over here. That I just realized. I'm going to need a super chest. This is not going to work. Okay. Let's go make a super chest real quick. And means what have I got in there already? Max 222, the best color. Iron and fence is what I need. Okay, iron. Do I have the fences I need? I do not. Wait, do I? No, those are Twilight Oak fences. Whoop, what did I run out of? Logs? Oh, wow. Ran out of wood. Draven has no wood. Don't tell anybody that, though. You'll make me look silly. Oak fence. 1, 2. There we go. Ah, itchy nose. Blue. Dabo D. Dabo da. Trash. Get a trash. Get a cable. That is not how you spell cable. Item extraction cable. Let me look into automating cables this time. So there's that. And then in theory... Now, I don't know if this is going to work for the exact same issue we talked about before. We're about to find out, though. Because I've whitelisted bows. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Darn it. That's going to be a problem. So I can't auto-sort that. Basically, all I'm going to do is just put a trash can here and do it myself. That's fine. I can do that. See, a lot of this stuff is non-magical, so I can just chunk it myself. A stick. Why is there a stick in there? I don't need that stick. That fishing rod has no magics. Go ahead and put these books in here. Get rid of all this non-magical stuff. That's not magical. Looks like the only other non-magicals. Do 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 do. Goes in there, then we'll grab the books. Now I'll just come back after that's done sorting everything and pulling it into enchantments and throw away all the gear. That'll work just fine. Alright, cool. I guess I can put a little bit more wood in there for now. Then we gotta go check on our laser drill. Then we'll see if we can... Then we'll go check on our mob farm. See if that's been working while we were gone. Sure would be cool if it was. We may start working on some of this stuff too. Alright, so let's go take a look at our mob farm. See what's happening over there. I'll begin by eating a donut. Or two. This works when we have the pearls. Why is there a... Okay. Forgot that can happen sometimes. Like, I feel like it was working a little bit, right? Like, clearly those had to happen while I was gone, because I cleaned it out before I left. So, not the best return, but I guess we can... If I can get some pearls, we'll try it out. And nothing should be over here. One flesh. Must have spawned as I was walking through. Cool. Alright. So there's that. That is good. We also have to look at clipboard. I did say I wanted to make a clipboard. The most important part of the day. Clipboard. I did not make one of these. Now I have clipboard. Wonderful. Alright, Jerry, have a good one, sir. Polished. Let's grab ourselves another polished. Clipboard. I love it. So, things that we want to do, right? Things that we want to do. So we need to do compact machines. Compact machines. I need to get that doing. What else do we have on the list of things that I need to do? I need to automate pizza. We're not going to get to that today, but let's put it on the list so I don't forget. All right, things to remember for later. So let's see. Oh, end cake. I'll need end cake. End cake. Means I can get that off of my list here. Yeah, the Weird Gadget doesn't work. I don't know how, if there's any other chunk loader in here. Is there any other type of chunk loader in here? The chunk loader upgrade. Make sure it does. Keeps the chunk a device is in loaded, but continuously consumes energy from open computers. That doesn't help me because I don't use open computers, so I'm not going to be able to use that. I did want to look at additional mulch options. We're going to look at automating that today. Is that iron still pouring? It is good. We're going to need a lot of that. Overall, not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right, so I don't know how to get pearls is the only problem. I need to. What are my other pearl options? All right. The one thing that the one hog that's good. I forgot about that. I can make that. We could make a hog. We could actually get hog production going. Don't they load a chunk? They're supposed to, but they don't work. They never work. I had it running in the overworld all day. Didn't get a single monster spawn. I have one running in the forest right now, so I was, or in the, what do you call it? The, hunting dimension now. You're probably going to think I'm a slob, but I'm drinking chocolate milk straight from the jug. It's my jug. Nobody else drinks out of it. Why dirty a cup? That's just science. And probably math. Alright, so I need an ender carrot, which I can do. I'll need a bucket of water. Bucket. Oh, I want to get an infinite water source running. That's the other thing. I got rid of my little pool. I mean the actual infinite water source block. I have one over there on that tank. I'd like another one over here. So that's something else I want to do today. We'll do that in a minute as well. But why you no work? Bucket of mud! And I still have a pig. I think my zombie pigmen disappeared though. That makes me so sad. Alright, so we're going to need to build a system to gather piggy things. So I'm going to need a block breaker. Block miner. That's what I'm looking for. I couldn't remember the name. Why? I don't hang out with miners. Inappropriate. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm just kidding. I have a lot of people who hang out on my channel who would be considered miners. And you're awesome people. I need... Oh, no, my drying racks. I accidentally threw those away today. Whoops. Gonna have to make some drying racks. Well, I could make one. That's not gonna help me. I need more drying racks. I'm gonna need more wood. Blort. 2, 3, 4, 5. That should work. Where can I put these? Oh, I know where I can put these. Interesting, interesting. So let me get... Oh, poo! My slabs are stuck in the crafting table. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And we'll grab ourselves some jungly saplings. Turn those into vines. Give those a few minutes and then we'll come back. While that's going on, we'll start working on stuff. So, an ender pig, I'm almost positive, has to be on endstone. So we're going to have to make one endstone, at least. So I'll need a bucket of lava and a glowstone. Okay. Do I have any glowstone made? I do not. Okay. I'll need one, but that's okay. Make extra. Oh, I'll need a basin. I don't think I have a basin. fact, I know I don't have a basin, do I? Never made one. Well, I didn't spell it right, so I should double check. I did not. I'm gonna need... Get out! We'll make 16. That's fine for now. Let's go cook that real quick. We'll go, here we go, 8. That's enough. That's enough to make a basin. You still pouring iron? You are not. Wonderful. Oh, you are. Crap. How far? We're getting there. That shouldn't take too long. We'll let that run out. I'll need a bucket. Oops. Bucket of lava. Grab one out of there. And once this is done, we'll be in good shape. I can do that. Alright, let's set all that up there. Oh, I'll need some fences. Let's start building our area. Fences. Oak fence. I already had some. I don't know why I got more, but that's okay. I'm going to need an upper. I did save that upper from the achievement because this is why I knew I was going to need it. We'll need a chest. A small chest should be fine. This isn't going to be the fastest thing in the world. And then that block breaker we were trying to make a minute ago. Block miner. Oh, right. That's what I needed. 2, 3... Block miner. Excellent. Where will we put our piggy? It's kind of machines over there. Let's, I do want to move where this is. Maybe we'll put it here, because I kind of don't like where this is. Let's fix this. I'll need a factory block. This will fit perfectly right in there. I think that's where I'm going to put it. Don't hold me to that. I'm still thinking. One, two, yeah, it fits. Whoops. Forgot that part. That will gather up my shroomity shrooms. So there's that. Okay, that'll gather that back up. That's where the endstone has to go for the piggy. Excellent. This is actually coming along pretty quickly. Hey, Alonso, how you doing, buddy? Welcome, my friend. Long time no see. It is a pleasure to have you as always. Come on, Iron. Hurry up. Hurry ups. I'm going to eat cupcake. Hostess cupcake. What is your favorite brand of snack cakes? Like, there's Little Debbie. There's Mrs. Freshly. There's Hostess. I would say those are the big three, right? I know Wonder Bread just came out with their own line of snack cakes. But I haven't tried any yet. They could be good. I don't know. They could also be atrocious. I mean, I just don't know. let's go check on our magic stuffs and see how that worked out. Well, those are done. Yay! Get rid of all that trash. And, oh, wrong box. That's a lot of enchantments already. We're already building up more. That's enchanted, that's enchanted, that's enchanted. Keep that going. Is that an American snack? Yes. So, do you have snack cakes? Usually they are... Here, let me give you an example. This is Nutty Buddies. So this is a chocolate peanut butter snack cake. Usually they've got like 6, 8, or 12, depending. This is the Little Debbie brand specifically. They have a whole bunch of different types of little pastry-like desserts, individually wrapped snack cakes. And I like Little Debbie okay, but I think I like Hostess the best. I don't know. I definitely like the Hostess cupcakes the best. Come on. Almost there. Really only going to need one of those. So I can put these away. Got my bucket of lava. Get my glowstone. Get this. I mean, technically, I guess I could just pause this. That's probably just... Let's get it done, right? Oh, I gotta put that in there. I forgot. Then we go in here. We put the lava at the bottom. To break this. Put that in there, pour. That's faster than me waiting on that to finish, right? And that'll give me a glowstone. I mean a piece of endstone. Okay, that's done. Let's go ahead and grab that, put our table, put that back in there. Flippity-doo, we're back to normal. I'm just going to put the basin down there for now. That way I don't have to dig it out later. So I'm eventually, potentially going to use that. Okay, so my endstone is right here. So let's go get that ready. All I need now to do is pour mud on a pig. And a pearl. Yeah! Alright, so again, not the super fastest, but that will work. That is going to produce for me what I was looking for. Let's make sure that my item collector is not going to mess with that. It's kind of close. Let's see if I can pull that in a notch. Let's make that 17. Yeah, that'll work better. Okay. Burp. Does it not? I thought it did. If it doesn't, I'm in serious trouble. I mean, if it does, I'm in serious trouble. If I go there and it turns out it in fact does. Why do I have this? Oh, my fluid tree extractor. We'll come back to that. I can't remember if it does or not in this one. I thought it did at the beginning. God, it's so many different packs, man. Alright, so that's a slow but potentially steady paced piggies, or pearls. Let's go check our hunting dimension and see how that worked out. Absolutely nothing. So, no, the Weirding Gadget doesn't work here either. The Weirding Gadget doesn't work in Sky Factory 4. I don't know of any chunk loaders that work in Sky Factory 4. And it's infuriating. What's the point of putting them in the game if they don't work? Angering. So yes. I could drop all my stuff and go, look, I don't have any pearls to get to the end right now anyways. Is my problem. I need 2 or 3 more pearls to be able to get to the end. So getting pearls is my problem. Because I can't make my compact machines without them. But yeah, I can't get to the end right now even if I wanted to. So, alright, so we've got that up and running. Let's see, what else do we want to work on today? We want to look at HDPE pellets. Whew, man, that's a system I didn't want to work with right away. But it would help with resources. But do I really need additional resources? Like, I feel like I'm getting ingots at a fairly decent pace right now. I don't know if I really need it. You can grow pearls, that is correct, but I believe you have to have pearls to grow pearls. Let's see. I don't have any of that stuff. That's in the end, so I can't get that. I can't do that. Can't do that. Obviously, can't do that yet. I don't have the Enderman statue. I can't grow that because I can't get to the end yet. Although I don't think you can... Yeah, I don't have the stuff for that yet. I do not have the current capability to grow anything. I don't think I can make the lily, squid lily, guardian lily. There's no ender lily. So until I can get to the end, I can't grow anything. So same kind of situation. I can't do any of the things to make pearls until I can get to the end, other than the hog. So, and we already have 3. We're 1 truffle away from having one already. So Enderman seeds are very convoluted, and I don't want to screw them. Plus, Endermans fly all over the place. So, at this point, I'm just going to have to tell you guys you're going to have to be patient. I don't have to do it right now. So 1,000 suggestions to do it. We're cool. Let's take a look at some other things we want to work on, though. Let's see. Tinkers is trash. I don't need any of that. I do want to work on mystical agriculture, because flight would be nice. Oh! I know what we need to do. I need to start working on getting ready for the wither. Wither. Okay. Gonna need some wither-proof blocks, and we're probably gonna go with the good old, easy-to-build, traditional reinforced obsidian, which is the easiest thing to make. And you can just straight up pour it in here if you want. Obsidian and iron. Or you can just crack it. We are going to need to make some obsidian, okay? Grab a bucket. Burka-durka-durka-durka-dur. Make some obsidian real quick. We're not going to be able to make a lot, but we'll be able to make a little. That's a start anyways. We'll let that fill back up again. You know what? I didn't save the recipe. Onlydraven. There it is. Your turnaround is not good. 4 obsidian and 5 bars to get 2 reinforced obsidians. Not the best turnaround. What other options are there? Witherproof glass. Can't make that. Wither dust block. I think those are the only... same situation. Obsidian and dirty glass. What do I need for dirty glass? Soul sand. Which I don't have access to a lot of that yet either. So that's not going to help me. I'm definitely not going to mess with that. Yeah, it looks like we're just going to have to make a bunch of obsidian and blocks. Fortunately, this does not take long to fill. I normally build it underground, but I think we may go above ground with this one. Since, whoops. Ah, poop. Now a bucket of lava. For later. Let's see, where do we want to build it? I feel like not in the base would be the best suggestion. Maybe we could build it off the corner, maybe? Like, get out of the way, bush. I mean, I could build it right in this area here. We could put a little door that leads to it. That wouldn't be horrible. I think. Oh, crap. A level lower than it. Oh, no, that's right. Okay, I could do it right here. It's more than enough space, and it's far enough away from the rest of the base that the explosion won't damage anything I care about, so that'll work. I like it. 31. Not going to be enough. Oops. Did it again. I keep getting buckets of lava. No way to get rid of them. Okay. So, we'll start by building a space. Let's grab a shovel. Shovel. How big do I want to build this? Decent. It might be too big. We'll go a little smaller. That should be more than enough room. That's actually might even be too big. That's better. That's better. Okay. So that'll work, and then I'll need weatherproof blocks. Also a very satisfying sound right there. Very satisfying. I like that a lot. Let me make a barrel real quick. Let's see. Barrel. Why don't I see the barrel? Drum. Okay, it's called a drum. That's what it is. Yes, to make a drum, I need this stuff. Oh, poop. I forgot about these things. Should be able to make it, though. Yes. Forging hammer. Okay, well, at least I can make it. So that'll work on that. Go back to drum. Okay, I'll need to make the wooden barrel in the middle. Just missing, missing 2 of these. Wooden barrel, that's an achievement. Good deal. Once we have 6 of those, we can make the metal drum. The drum I'm going to use as a place to put lava when I accidentally get a bucket full of it. Because, you know, having extra lava built up isn't a horrible idea by any means. 3! Why is it not moving? Will it only put 3 in there? What the heck? I guess 3 is the most you can have at one time. Craziness. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Running out of wood. Throw those away for now. One moment while I refill my logs. No, that's not code. Ah, too funny. Buffy's sleeping in the little kitty bed right next to me. She finally decides that's what she wanted to do. There we go. That should buy us the rest of the stream. Getting some stuff. Not a lot of some of the secondary things I would like. I just don't have the power to do a full laser farm yet. Alright, there's 3 more. Okay. Now we can do drum. There's a drum, which is also an achievement. Set that there. Wonderful. See, there we go. That's where I accidentally grabbed one again. Wonderful. So we'll get that up. And let's go check on our piggy pearls. Oh, 12. That's 3 pearls right there. I still think it's the only good pig, to be honest with you. So, nether cake. Not nether cake. End cake. End cake. So, for the end cake, I need 8. I need 2 more. Okay, I can make those now. 2. Right, now we can go speed farm some, potentially go speed farm. Now I don't have anything on me that I'm afraid to lose, so I'm just going to take what I have with me. And if something happens and I end up, you know, dying, that's okay. To the end! Let's go find out whether bad things are going to happen. I see it says Ender Dragon up there. Okay, seems to have disappeared. That's good. This will take a minute, but that's okay. You just chill right there, Mr. Enderman. This is also going to speed up our wither building. No, out of the way, Enderman. Stop knocking me around. Can't vein mine it, because I'm trying to build a little safety tunnel. Beedle-ding, deedle-dee-ding, deedle-ding-ding-ding-ding, safety tunnel. This will let us get going with compact machines here. Oh, got a little essence as well. That one can't see me. Come here, Angerman. Not Enderman, Angerman. Alright, so that works. So I can definitely come here to get angry men. Ow, he hit me. Rude! Why would he do that? I'm such a delight. Just come here to slaughter him and his friends and family does not mean he had to resort to violence. Violence is never the answer, said the guy slaughtering a whole race of people with a sword. Alright, cool deal. So that works. Alright, good stuff. Oh good, my flight's on. Easiest form of obsidian generation. Right there. I did not make a waypoint to get out of here, I realize. That's okay, though. Oh, I'll take some of that. That's also ender pearl generation. So I can turn those into ender pearls, I think. Gotta be careful, I don't want to look at them. Oh, look at all this free dragon experience. I guess I'll go nom on that real quick. Woo, that went down there a lot. Need that to disappear so I can go pick all those up. I usually try to go straight to Supremium gear. I don't normally mess with glitch. Just because I hate the trials and the trial keys and all that business. It's not that enjoyable. I'm not getting the credits, am I? I did get the credits. That's funny. Boop. Ah, cool. End of the gang. Alright, so we got a whole bunch of stuff. I should have grabbed me a stack of endstone while I was there. The overworld cake is not as useful there. I got 6 pearls just for the fun of it. And then this thing here, you can just cook them right into pearls. Which is why I grabbed those. That is super easy pearl generation. That's going to be 2 stacks of pearls right there. Let's see. Okay. So that should be enough obsidian to go make our wither farm now. I'm still a wither skull short, of course. We're not in a position to actually kill the wither yet, but we're slowly getting there. We need to make more metal bars in a minute. All your bars are belong to Draven. Oops, wrong one. Okay, we'll go with that for now. Although it's still probably not going to be enough, but it'll work. Whee! All your clangs are belong to Draven. That should be enough. That's probably too many, but that's okay. Alright, so that's 4. So now I just need to do a ceiling. plenty of wither room. So once I have access to a wither skull, I'll be groovy. Just need one more wither skull. Anything that gets dropped will get picked up by that. Cool. So wither farming area is done. Wondermus. I'm going to need to repair my axe real quick, or my pickaxe. Where you at? There you are. Will you stop it? I keep grabbing the thing by accident. Top off our tools while I'm here. Cool. Alright. So there's that. Now I've got 2 more stacks of pearls. Wonderful. A few things I'll have to make into folders, but that's fine. Alright. Cool. Alright, so let's see. What do I need to do next? Oh, compact machines. Yeah, we can start. Now I can build a compact machine thing. I need 2 shrinkity-dinks. Oh, I need glass panes, it would seem. Thought I had some of those, but okay. Guess I didn't. 2 shrinky dinks. There we go. And then I'll need to make 1 more of those. Excuse me. Remove the power anvil. Why do I need to remove the power anvil? Yes. Pearl production. Wonderful. Now, I think that I've got room here. I'm going to hope that I do. I'm going to need, let's see, what do I want here? Factory blocks. We'll use fan blocks. Well, thank you, John. I appreciate it. I'm pleased with it. I'm going to redo the wall next. I'm going to redo the wall. Okay, so if I set this here, no, face me. Face Draven. It's not working because it's not a full brick. Okay. Well, let's do it this way then. Why is it gotta be so far away? Yellow. Okay, so yellow to yellow works. Oh, that actually works out really well for me then. Okay. I just gotta get it the right height. I want to say it's 5, and I'm already up 1 because of that. Let's see if that works. It is over the brick. This one's over the yellow, okay. So, looks like it's slightly off-centered, but that'll work. Now, this may work, it may not. We're going to find out. It does! Except, it's 1 too high. 1 too high. Okay. Now we know, though. At least I've got it in the right spot. Compact machines. That is correct. We are Where did my... There it is. We are currently making compact machines. Or the area to make compact machines, I should say. Three. Yeah. Dang it! Still too high. Okay. Huh. I may have to elevate the middle. That might be actually easier than keeping... I don't know if I can... Because that's the same height it was before. I don't think it's going to go lower than the... I'm not sure. I guess I could elevate it. Let's try dropping it one more to be sure. Because I feel like it needed to be higher. Our compact machines are new, or this way of doing compact machines? This is the old way. Modern packs do compact machines differently. And to be honest, the new way is actually better. It's one of the, again, one of the few times that I think that a mod was actually improved. Oh, cool. It actually worked this time. All right, wonderful. Just for aesthetics, I think it's going to look a little cooler floating like that. I used the fan ones on purpose just because I thought that'd be a cool little aesthetic to add to the compact machine. Excellent, excellent. So that part worked. Hang on to our shrinkity-dink here. All right, so the old way better? Well, the new way, I mean, I like being able to just craft it in a crafting table. The new way is just easier. But again, it just comes down to preference, right? Okay, would help if I was spelling, actually typing things out. Compact machines. Here we go. So I need to make a compact machine wall. So that is an iron block with a redstone on top, with redstone thrown into it. That's how that works. So let's make a few. And that will be cool. So I will need iron, a stack of blocks, okay? And I'll need redstone. Okay, so very easy to do. Put that down, put that on there, throw it in, and then wait. And while it's working, while it's doing its thing, you can get the next one ready. That will make compact machine blocks. You throw the next one in, drop, drop, throw, drop, drop. As long as it's inside the area, it doesn't have to be in the middle. As long as it falls inside the orange area, it'll work. And we're going to make one maximum size compact machine, right? Because that's why make the smaller ones. Like I don't even know. Oops. Did I build that outside? Oh, I guess I didn't pick those up. Let's see. I think you need 90 some of these things for it to work. I think it's 96 for a full-sized one. What's that put me at? That should be enough. Okay. So now I'm going to need an emerald block. Oh no, I put the @ symbol in front of it. Need an emerald block and one ender pearl. Alright, so now we're going to build a 5x5x5. This is the recipe for the maximum size compact machine. Well, that wasn't right. Now, you do have to have that in the middle. That has to be floating in the middle of the block. This is the third row, so I'm going up 5 rows total, and the top one will be capped off. That's the 4th row. 5th row. And instead of throwing a redstone in, you throw in a pearl. But this one will take a little bit longer. While that's going, I'm going to reach in here and get a lever real quick. Throw those away. So compact machines are an interdimensional space. So inside a single block is a much larger space. They can be different sizes, but this is the largest one. I turned the lever to turn that off because, as we've said, a lot of visuals can hurt things. Do you have a video on this? I do. Not only do I have a tutorial showing how to look for introduction to compact machines. I have another one, I believe, that's how to make a maximum size compact machine. I also have a complete tutorial on how to automate the construction of compact machines. I believe it's a multi-step process. It may be one of my longer videos or a 3-part video. I can't remember. But I've actually automated the process of building that. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. It's a compact machine inside a compact machine inside a compact machine, running multiple different farms and hogs and all sorts of things using automated builders. It's a very complicated process, but I've made it work. Padap, there's a compact machine. When you click on it, nothing there because I haven't been inside yet. Use your personal shrinking device. Click on it, and now I'm inside that block. This is a maximum size compact machine. So, inside a maximum compact machine, there is no light level, which means monsters will not spawn, except occasionally you'll get a bat, because that just happens. But monsters will not spawn inside of here. Now, even though I'm not currently in the overworld, right? I'm not in the overworld, so whatever's going on in the overworld has stopped, right? Because I'm not there. But when you're in the overworld, anything going on inside the compact machine, any automated process or farm or growing is still working. As long as you're in the overworld. Now, you go, or whatever world that the compact machine block is in. For example, mine's in the Twilight Forest. So as long as I'm in the Twilight Forest, anything happening inside the compact machine is working. If I have a machine set up, an automation, a farm, whatever's in there is going to continue to work. If I then go to the overworld or lost cities or something, it won't, because I'm technically no longer in the dimension where the compact machine exists. If that makes sense. You can take the compact machine with you. You can break it, take it to another dimension if you want. Now, it gives you an overworld cake anytime you go in here. Hey, Mr. James, how's it going, sir? But you don't need that. As long as you have your personal shrinking device, you just click on the wall or the side, and it'll take you right back out. Now that I've been inside, I can actually click on it and see what I built in there. That said, if you build a whole wall, all you'll see is the outside of the wall. You won't be able to see what's inside of there. So if I was to fill this with cobblestone, here's my example. Look, there's a bunny in there. Oh, wow, there's a bunny in there. It's because I'm in the Twilight Forest. That's not a bunny, it's a squirrel. Still, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love it. Machines don't auto-load in newer versions. The auto ones, they still work when you're not inside of them, yes. That's the only reason I use them, is for that exact purpose. It's a way of taking something like this, right? We talked about this the other day. Anytime you have visual effects, the more visual effects, the more lag that'll build to your game, especially if you're on a server. So, if you have a huge farm and all these things are growing and shrinking and harvesting and water sprinkles are going from your whatever, that can add a lot of lag. If you have 20 people on your server and everybody's got their own farm, that adds up quickly. The great thing about a compact machine is that process is still working inside of it, but you don't have the visual anymore, unless I click on it to look inside. But all of that is going to be working inside this machine. Now you can put your entire storage system inside a compact machine. I've done that many times as well. My entire simple storage, all my filing cabinets and saplings and all that. You can put all that inside of your compact machine to save space too if you really want to. There are many options to work with your compact machine. Wither farm, you can put a wither farm in there. Now a traditional mob farm won't work because there's no darkness inside. It's auto lit. So you'd have to use some type of special spawning thing for that to work. Alright. More pearls for Draven and an extra overworld cake. There's that. And integrate dynamics. I do a lot with compact machines. We're going to have a lot of things in compact machines. That's where my mystical agriculture is going to work. Is it wireless? So it's not wireless. So let's talk. That's you bring up a good point. Let's take a look at that. Compact machines have tunnels. Hi, Patches. Hang on, I got a kitty. My other kitty, Patches, wants a pet. Hi, Patches. So there are two different types of tunnels. A tunnel is something you can put inside the compact machine that allows you to pipe things in and out of it. Phantom says doesn't have it enabled on servers because it makes a new world file every time it breaks servers. I've never had a problem with compact machine on any of the servers that we've ran. I have more problems with farms and filing cabinets and hoppers. More of an issue for us. Let's see. I think it's dark if compact machine itself is dark, like covered by cobblestone, for example. Not that I've ever found. I've tried to make it a dark inside multiple times. So again, newer versions might be a little different, maybe, but in the old version, not so much. So let's see. What else? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, tunnels. There's also a redstone tunnel. The problem, is getting energy inside. Technically, flux is supposed to work, but flux has not been working well for us this playthrough. I normally build a power source inside, right? Normally I do my upgradable geothermal on an infinite lava loop because it's self-contained. I like each compact machine to have its own power source inside. So that way, if I want to pick it up and move it, I don't have to worry about disconnecting it and rerunning it to things. You could do the same thing with a combustion generator, which is how I'll have to do it this time since I can't use geothermal. And just have a sapling running wood into it. You know, that would work just fine as well. But if you want to pipe items out of it, you make a tunnel. So let's go make a tunnel so we can show you how that works. So for that, you need a compact machine block, redstone, and a hopper. Okay, so there's the compact machine block, redstone, and a hopper. And a donut. Okay. So this is made over here in the same compact machine area as you did before. Doot. Set that down. Put redstone around it. Put a hopper on top. Hi, Patches. Hi, sweetie. Want to say hi to everybody? Come here. This is Patches. This is my other kitty. Hi, Patchy. Hi. Patches doesn't come down here very often, so we don't get to see her as much. But Patches is a tortoiseshell kitty. That's what this colored kitty is called. And Patches is a very cuddly kitty. Buffy won't let me hold her up here like this. Unless Buffy climbs up on my belly by herself, then she wants pets. Patches I can pick up and hold as much as I want. She just loves to get cuddles. She's climbing on me right now, though, because she wants to go upstairs and the door is closed. Because our kitten is out and running around, and the kitten picks on her a little bit. But it's about time for the kitten to go up for the night so Patches and Buffy have access to the rest of the house. Isn't that right, Squirt? Yes, you just want some cuddles. But this is Patches. I don't get to show off Patches very often. She spends most of the time during the day, she stays, even though the kitten's upstairs, she stays up there as well. We keep them separated from Buffy, because right now with Buffy's sore teeth and everything, she's already stressed out. So we're not letting him. He's a bit of an instigator. And he's spent much more time with Patches. He still instigates with her too, but squirt, 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 squirt. Squirt, 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 squirt. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right, I'm going to put you down now. Come on. Come here. Hop over. Give me Jeff. Whoops, I don't know what I hit there. Sorry, I had a quick call from my wife come in. It's okay, guys. You scared the kitty. So, the way that a tunnel works. Let's look at a tunnel here. Let's first of all, let's grab some cables. Let's grab some extraction cables. Item extraction cables. Also works with fluid. Now I have a squirrel and a bunny. This is the greatest thing ever. I'm going to build a little critter farm inside a compact machine. It's going to be great. So if I wanted to connect this to the outside world, I can. See how that's sitting there like that? But the problem is it's not going to do anything. So that's where tunnels come in, right? So when you put it, well, give me that. When you put a tunnel on the wall, see how up at the top now it says down? If I right click it, it says up, north, south, east, west, or west, east, and then one more time takes it off the wall. So if I want items to come out of the top of my compact machine, I want them to go up. So I put that on there and click it until it says up. Now it doesn't matter that it's not on the ceiling. It doesn't have to be. I can have it on the floor. I can have it wherever. Any item that I pipe into this is going to come out of the top of the compact machine. Now let's say I want some stuff to come out, but I also want some things to come out on the north side. I could then go down here to the bottom and say, okay, now this one's going to go out the north. Have a cable running out to this, it'll come out the north side. Now, if I want, I can put them on the same thing. I can have them on the same wall. But these items are going to come out the top of the compact machine, and this one's going to come out of the north side of the machine. Or vice versa, pumped in through the top, or through the north side. In or out. The tunnel works the same way. Now, if you're not sure which side you're looking at, if you go to your compact machine, you'll see I'm looking at this one. It says side north, west, south, east. Up, and obviously the bottom is down. So that's how you kind of figure out which route you want to go with that. Compact machines are the bomb diggity, and I use them all the time. It's a great place to hide farms, because farms can be such a source of lag. Alright, Cool and the gang. We technically... Oh, well, do this. Compact machine is done. Oh, so's end cake. Wonderful. For some reason, my compact board is not showing. Ah! Elevator. Oh, no! Where'd my clipboard go? Oh, there it is. Crazy. Not sure what happened there for a second. But yeah, we're gonna. I don't need this right now, but we're gonna use a lot of these. So we'll set that over here out of the way for now. All right, let's go check real quick on our laser farm. Again, I got to keep an eye on my wood. Okay, excellent. So building a full laser drill farm inside of there is something that I do frequently. I just don't have the power source to do it in this playthrough is my problem. Not having the geothermals. Let's see. Okay, so inside of one of those is where I'm going to automate pizza. Because that's important business, the automation of said pizza. Let's take a look at mystical agriculture. Well, I typed mystical and nothing happened. See, I want to fight a wither because I want to make... Where is that stupid diamond? I can never find it. Here it is. I want to make this. Oh, I don't. I need supremium. Okay, you don't have to use a nether star for this one. I forgot. Excellent. I need a prosperity sapling. And I don't have one. But we could probably make one now. We have what it takes. There, I just made one. Okay, alright, well that was easy. Let me grab one of these. You grab some mulch. And I'll need a chest. Set this over here temporarily. Till we get the stuff to make the files. And then once I have the files, once I have the files, then we'll put that downstairs in the system. Then we can start working on other things. Now, in the meantime, we go back to Mystical again. Where'd the stupid diamond go? There it is. So these ones have minimal uses. 1,000 uses. That's not horrible. But if I could kill one wither, that would give me usually 4 supremium. And then with 4 supremium, I could make the good one. And that lasts forever. And I would much rather do that. So let's go over here and take a look at all of our books and see if we got a beheading book by any chance. Also, let's disenchant some more things. I doubt they'll be beheading on any of this stuff, but it never hurts to check. You don't get a lot of beheading on, fishing rods. Grab those. Set those in here. That, and that. Trash all this. See what we got. Breaking. Oh, God. I gotta sneeze. Whew, a lot of unbreaking 4s. Soulbound. Okay, here we're getting to some stuff now. Soulbound. XP boost. Mending. Power. Tombstone. Soulbound. We got a flame. Power 4. Multi-shot. Look at the sea. Infinity. Fortune. That's good for mining. Collecting. What's collecting? Oh, that's yo-yos. Yo-yos suck. We don't need that. Wall jump. Punch, venom, unbreaking. Tombstone, smashing. Sharpness. That's not bad. Sweeping edge. There's life leech. That one's cursed. We'll just go throw that away right away. Auto smelt. Silk touch. That's handy. That'll be useful. That's a good one. Even though Silk Touch is one of the few you can make in this pack. Unbreaking, mending, multi-shot. Breaking, soulbound, mending, unbreaking. Luck of the sea. Darn. No beheading. That's alright though. We're going to have to go kill some wither skeletons. I need a wither skull. 1. We have 2 already. So it's time to switch from donuts to mineral. Mineral berries. The ultimate food. I'm going to need my shield. Where's my shield at? I don't see it. Okay, I'm going to just look up shield since I couldn't find it with my eyeballs. Shield. Armor's pretty good, pretty strong. Let's put this in here. Put that in there. Can you make a mob grinder and beheading upgrade? Yes, but then I have the problem I have to make wither skeleton seeds. It's doable. It's not impossible by any means. It's just a lot more than I want to do right now. I don't need... Oops. I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that. Okay. What did I come here for? Oh, right. Charm. I'm full of it! Air charm. There we go. Get ourselves a fresh one. Let's go kill some withers and see what happens. Because, that's okay. Not withers. I meant to say wither skeletons. Oh no! I just threw my sword into the fire like an idiot. I hit the wrong button. Okay, that was Draven being a dumbass. Hold on a minute. I gotta go make a new sword. Boy, I'm glad I hadn't made a really good sword yet. That would have been irritating. My fingers were in the wrong order on my keyboard. Oh, my goodness. Fix it. We'll take a few minutes to see if we can get one the old-fashioned way. Let's try to fail less this time, shall we? I'm talking to me, for the record, not you guys. If it wasn't for the blazes and the robots, this would be much, much cooler. Alright, where's some wither skeletons? Well, there's one. I don't see a lot of blazes down here, so that's good. Just this Robert. With a skeleton, come get you a bite. Nope, didn't get one from that one. That's a Robert. Let's go over to the fortress. We have a little bit better chance of finding him over here. I see one right now. Oop, lag spike. Come here, you jerk. Pow! Nope. I believe we've been in this one before, so I won't find any chests. Oh, I should have brought my backpack. I didn't think about that. Saddest of days. Oh, maybe I haven't been here before. Wither skeletons, where are you? Huh. Hey, I haven't been here before. Sweet, that's an achievement. Yeah, excellent. Ow, why? Stop dodging me. With a skeleton. Come here. Oh, no head that time. Right? No. No head that time. Oh, we got a little bit extra loot here. That's not going to help me. Alright, we'll go back down. There was another set of stairs. I don't see any wither skeletons up there. Blaze! Whoop! Right, hang on, I don't want to miss this chest. There could be loot. Valuable loots. Things I don't have yet. I love stuff I don't have. That is a dead end. Why is everybody shooting at me? I'm such a delight. Why would they do that? Here we go. Come here, you. Give me your head. Did not get his head. Sadness. Maybe I will have more luck with the next one. What is this? Oh, this just looped me around. That doesn't help. I didn't want that. Is this a dead end? Oh, it is a dead end. That end is dead. Somebody killed it. I don't know which one of you it was. But you're a violent and horrible person. No, didn't get any head there. Which in itself is a horribly sad thing to have to say. Okay, that goes up. Let's finish checking out this over here. See, Anubis gets me. Oh, there's a wither skeleton. More magic beans! Beans, beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. No, that's a dead end. No skeletal craniums yet. And I guess we'll take the stairs. Where were they at? I saw some stairs a minute ago. Oh, these ones. A blaze! A dead-end blaze! The worst kind of blazes. Got a blaze rod out of it, though. Integrated dynamics-based ones. Can't say that I know of any. I'm not a fan of integrated dynamics, so I don't use it very much. Two wither skeletons. Oh, you're over there. Hang on, let me get over here where I can fight you. Don't jump into the lava. I don't want that. Ah, withered me. You could at least give me your head for that. I did! I've got his head! Excellent. Super success. We've got what we came for. Put-a-ba-dap! Wondrous. It's like I turned my amulet off. Why am I still flying? I realized I picked up more amulets while I was walking around. Let's get rid of that. With the skulls. Soul sand. It's time to go and kill a wither. We are going to do all of the good stuff right here. All the murder. Is that off center? Oh, that makes me so angry. I made this. One, two. I did. Ugh. Gross. That's infuriating. No! The worst part is now that's going to get picked up by my item collector. Give me that back, you criminal. Last Necron. I forgot they have names in Sky Factory 4. Well, that destroyed my dirt. Sir, why did you assault my dirt, Robo-Wither? Die entity.wither_crumb.name. Weird name for a wither. Get back over here. Ah, it's nice that they don't drop wither skeletons like they did in the last pack. Give me all your loots. Give me all your loving. All your hugs and kisses too. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, I only got 2. Darn it. I mean, that's still pretty cool, but that's not what I was hoping for. Which means we're going to have to make 2 more on our own, because I'm not going to go hunt for 3 more heads. Or 2 more, yeah. But I have another star, and we got an achievement. So all of that is victory. So let's go to Mystical Agriculture. And we're going to have to make one of these. Oh, right, Prosperity. I forgot. Well, it's working. That's what matters. Sapling, leaves, stick, wood, resonant acorn, and a prosperity shard. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 items. Alright, now just to make sure, real quick, I'm going to grab an 8th one so I can fill that up. Withering Souls. You're my next contestant. Okay. That's good. There we go. Alright. So now prosperity is happening. I will be prosperous. There's my infusion crystal. So, I don't know why I did that, but okay. I need 2 more supremium to be able to make an unlimited infusion crystal, which is my goal here. Does anybody know how much inferium it takes to make 1 supremium essence? I don't. This isn't a quiz. I'm just asking. Now, I guess we could do the math, right? Let me grab my calculator here. So 1 supremium is 4 of the blue ones, right? And each one of the blue ones is 4 of the orange ones, right? I'm trying to do this backwards here. So it'd be 16 orange ones. Each of the orange ones is 4 of the dark green ones. So we times that by 4. Gives us 64. And each of those is 4 of the inferium. 256. Okay. Oh, time. It gave me the same number. Okay. So 1 stack technically should do it. We will see if that's correct. Really? Gonna be like that? Yeah, that worked. I feel like it is more than that sometimes, but I could be wrong. Okay. So now, it's not called a crystal. It says, there it is. Oh, poo. Give me your nuts. There we go. Master Infusion Crystal. Wondermous. Now, I can make all the supremiums that I want. Now, when we look at Mystical, the goal, of course, is to be able to make a set of supremium gear. It's all that matters to us. It's the most important thing in our life, right? So, I need 4 plus 7 is 11, plus 6 is 17, plus 3 is 20. So I need 20 ingots and 4 armor cores. Now, each ingot is 2. So I need 40 supremium for that. And another 4 times 4, 16. I need 54. 54 supremium. I'm also going to need 3 more nether stars. That's going to be a problem. But that's a lot of supremium. The nether stars and the wither skulls. That's going to be an issue as well. Hey there, Heather. How goes it? The longer the energy run, the lower the power is at the end, or length doesn't matter. I have to apologize, Anubis. I don't quite understand the question. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. And that's not counting all of the. That's not counting all of the lower level. I'm going to need to upgrade everything. The power's at the end. Length doesn't matter. No. What matters is how much power is passing through it. So, for example, 64,000 RF is the most that can pass through a cable at one time. So if you have a machine that's producing more than 64, only 64 is going to go through. It's instantaneous. It's going to go through this cable, then the next cable, the next cable, the next cable. It's going to flow immediately, instantaneously. But it can't go higher than the maximum that that cable will be able to handle. Finishing up summer break. Nice. college campus. Legit. Got your associates and now going for your bachelor's in geology. Wait, geology's rocks, right? Please tell me I'm not completely off base on that. I think it's rocks. I'd like to say that rocks. I'm hilarious. I believe that's the case. Excuse me. Alright, so I need 3 more nether stars, so we're going to have to look at wither skulls. Why would you do that? Wither skulls as a production. I mean, my best bet is to go do, right? Like our best bet is to do this. It's the only way I know of. It just uses so much power. Alright, we're going to have to do wither skulls. So here's what has to happen. I have to go kill 6 wither skulls. No! I have to go get a wither skull. Crap, I should have done that with the first one. I guess we'll just go ahead and make some seeds and do it that way. Let's see if we can farm one. Because I don't want to fly all over. Alright, so I need grass. You know what? You know what I need? Do I need dirt or grass? Can I just do it on dirt? I legit don't remember. Nope, has to be grass. Okay. So be it. So be it. Drops of evil. I believe so, but I don't like them. So I don't personally use them. But I believe that they may. Give me a head. Nope. Give me a cranium. I need 1, and then once I have 1, I need to kill 6 more. Nope. Let's get that out of the way so I can see if a head drops. Nope. I'm not getting more than 1 wither out of each seed. Nope. Oh, I got more than 1 out of that one. Sweet. Ow! Why? Why would you do that? I'm such a sweet, angelic person. There's no need to ever wither me. I'm a delight. Got 30 minutes left. I'd love to get Deep Mob Learning running, and then I could let this run all week. Until next week's stream. Again, as a reminder, next week there will be a... Oh, God damn it. There will be a big stream, or there'll be a stream on Friday, a longer stream on Saturday, but there will not be a stream next Sunday. I start my new job Monday morning, and I want to make sure I get a full, well-rested night's sleep before starting my new occupation. So, there will not be a stream next Sunday night. Although, I think Wednesday, I might do a Fall Guys stream. I don't do that very often. I haven't played Fall Guys in a while. It might be fun. I may only hop on for a couple of hours, but I thought that might be something fun to do. I haven't played Fall Guys in a while. Dorito! That's my battle cry in Fall Guys. No luck so far! I have better luck in the nether. Nope. Boo! Give me 1 skull. Man, I'm mad that I made that wither now. Wish I'd have done this first. Nope. Nope. So tomorrow I'm taking my family shopping. There's a store in Knoxville that is called McKay's Used Books and CDs. Guess what they sell? That's correct. Movies. They do. They sell everything. They have used books, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, board games, toys. Hey, there's our Wither Skull. Sweet. All right. Wither skeleton data model. There it is. Now I need my deep learner. Put that inside. Now I just have to kill 6. 3. I don't even care. They drop a skull, great, but I don't need it at this point. Nope, wrong one. That'll be number 3 right there, I believe. Right? Yep, 3 to go. Last one. Basic tier. Booyah. Alright. Let's go make things happen. Put all this stuff away. Put those away for now. That can stay where it is. Alright. Deep Mob Learning. I need a simulation chamber. That's #1 priority. Alright, I need a soot cupboard something or other. Okay, and I need one of these guys. Alright. Simulation chamber. Wonderful. Now, a loot fabricator also going to be important. Let me make some of this. Some of that. Oh, there we go. What am I missing? Bottom 3. Yellow dandelion. There we go. There's that. And what am I missing? Another one of these things. Okay. Wonderful. Now, we're going to need a power source for this. We're looking at another combustion. And we're going to go ahead and make a good combustion right out of the gate. Okay. I'm going to need cable. Television. I'm just kidding. Just cable in general. I don't watch television. Anyways, this place sells all sorts of stuff. And you can trade in your books and CDs and DVDs and board games and puzzles and Funkos and all that stuff. And get trade credit, which you can then use to get more stuff. And I had a huge box in my closet just full of CDs that I hadn't taken out in probably 6 or 7 years. And so last time we took them and traded them in, I got like 150, 160 bucks for the trade credit. And we already had like 150 bucks in trade credit from a previous time. My wife and mother-in-law spent 150 that time. So what I have now is the 150, 160 that I earned last time. So we're going to go there tomorrow and pick up some stuff. Get some DVDs and stuff. Back into physical media. Been picking up some DVDs lately. Yeah, I was so excited to go to digital streaming when it came to movies. And then it became impossible to get all the movies I want without having to subscribe to 20 different services, which costs more than what my cable bill would have been. Follow me so far? At first it was all about getting Netflix, but then there was Disney, Paramount, Hulu, Amazon. Getting them all so I can watch anything I want to watch, it's going to cost more than what a basic cable bill would be. And that got frustrating for me. Alright, Deep Mob Learning. Now, I'm just going to set this up over here for now. Because, you know, this is not going to be permanent. Alright, so Loot Fabricator. That guy. This thing is a power hog. This thing is worse than the laser drill, in my opinion. So, I'm still fine with streaming music. I pay for Apple Family for us to have streaming music, and anything I want to listen to, I'm able to get on Apple Music. I'm an iPhone Apple user, so I'm good there. But when it comes to movies and such, I've gotten to a point where I'm starting to gather up some of the. I kept a handful. Hello, kitty butt. Deep Mob learning in your compact machine. I will eventually, yes, when I start running multiple of them and I automate the process. But I'm not going to be automating the process right away. And I'm going to have to keep filling it with wood, and I don't want to keep going in and out of the thing. Just for the reason why. You know what? I'm going to need a chunky chest for this. Patchy, what's going on, darling? All right, I'm going to need a chunky chest. Every time I leave the zone, it resets this. I need iron and fences. Iron fence. Because this is going to go through it a lot. What am I missing? I'm also missing a cable. Okay. Cable. Okay. Let's get that started. Sorry, I got a kitty butt in my face. No, my mineral berries. Why? Wait, hold on. I got an email. What's this about? Interesting. Probably spam, but that's okay. I'm going to need this guy. All right, so yes, Patchy baby. Come on. Over here. Come on. That's enough. So if you look at this, I'm getting very little power. You know what? Loot fabricator. We're going to take the loot fabricator out of the question for now. Just because I need this more. Oh, I don't have any upgrades in there. I need reinforcements. Reinforcements. Is that what I'm looking for? No, modifiers. That's what I'm looking for. Modifiers. Okay. This is going to get expensive. Funk. One. I ran out of sand. 1, 2, 3, 4. While we're here, let's go ahead and just make the gravel. 2, 3, 4. Then I ran out of ink. Okay. It's okay, I got crushed coal too. Draven is on top of things. 44 is how many I could make. What did I run out of? Redstone. Okay. Try that again. Okay. Alright, I get 4 full stacks. That's what I was hoping for. 1. Now what I run out of? No, redstone! Why you gotta keep screwing me? Alright. 1 shy. I don't know how that happened, but I'll take it. That is going to go through my wood so fast. Alright, now to get the wood. So basically, for those of you who may not know, the way that Deep Mob learning works is you make this data model. Then you have to get it from faulty, which is how it starts, to basic level at minimum. You can do that by putting it inside of a deep learner in your bar or in your inventory. It has to be in your inventory, won't work in a backpack. And kill 6 of whatever that monster is, matching the data model that you made. That will upgrade it to basic level. You can then kill a bunch more and get it to advanced, and a bunch more to get it to superior, and a bunch more to get it to self-aware, which is the top. The goal being you want to get it to self-aware. But instead of going around and killing a bajillion monsters to do that, the other option is you can use the simulator here. Okay? That's this thing. So a simulation chamber, if you take this, put it in here, now that's not it yet, because I have to put another component in, it's going to run a simulation. It's going to simulate you're fighting a wither skeleton in this situation. And then, win or lose, it counts, once it's done that cycle, as killing one for the purpose of leveling it up. So over time, it will level it for you. Now, it does need a secondary component to do that, and that is called polymer in the pack right here. Polymer clay. I did not have enough because I've run out of gold. That's going to be a problem. That's okay. It's enough to get me... What am I doing? It's enough to get me started. Polymer clay. So by running this in, it's now going to run a simulation. I'm going to get a piece of matter. See what the finger quotes there? A piece of matter from each simulation that is run. I also have a chance of getting something called pristine matter. In this case, it would be pristine wither skeleton matter. There's a different pristine matter for each data model that you put in there. If I get a pristine, I can put that in a loot fabricator and turn it into something else. What it turns into depends on the type of pristine that it is. And with a wither skeleton, pristine matter, you can trade it for 4 or 6 wither skulls. Do trial keys to rank up the data modules. It's kind of slow at first, but it speeds up very fast. I mean, that can work. Like I said, this, if you have the power, this is infinitely faster, though. Because I can go do other stuff while this is working, right? So, I've already run 4 simulations. You can tell because I have 4 hellish matter already. The other perk of doing it this way is you get the hellish matter, and you get the pristines. So the pristines are going to give me more resources. And the matter, in this case it's hellish matter because I'm using a data model from the nether. You can then turn hellish matter into other things as well. I can combine 2 of them with sugar and a spider eye to get 3 gas tier. Or blaze rods, blaze powder. So you can see I can turn that matter into other things as well. So by doing it this way, I'm leveling the thing, I'm getting hellish, or I'm getting some kind of matter every time that I can use to make other stuff I need. Usually stuff that's harder to get, like a gas tier. And then the pristines are going to give me everything I need. With a wither skeleton, it's going to give me wither skulls, right? So for every pristine I get, I'll be able to get 6 wither skulls, which lets me fight 2 withers. That's 2 nether stars, 2 supremium each time. You can see the turnaround on that. Now, as your data model levels up, your chance of getting a pristine matter increases. Like right now, I have a 5% chance of getting one, right? So technically, 1 out of every 20, I should get a pristine matter on average. But once that gets too advanced, it becomes a higher percentage. Up to self-aware, which is either 49 or 51, I can't remember, I think. It's different in deep mob learning than it is in hostile neural networks. In most modern packs, there's a mob that's basically identical to this, except it's called hostile neural networks. There's a few differences, but the differences are actually better. Again, this is one of those few situations where the more modern version is actually better than the old one. There's way more data models for way different creatures. You can get way more stuff from it. On top of that, you can craft. Instead of crafting the different data models, you just make a blank data model and then go smack a monster with it. Like if I had a blank one, I just walk up, smack a wither skeleton, and now I have a wither skeleton data model. I don't have to get a resource to make it. So, I only just learned I could craft gas tiers last week. Oh yeah, and there's different matters, right? So, hellish matter comes from monsters that you would get in the nether. Overworld monster gives overworldian matter, right? Overworldian matter, I can make web, gunpowder, I can make spider eye, and most of this stuff is crap. That's not bad. Being able to make prismarine shards are okay. Lily pads are different. Grass blocks is great if you want to put grass somewhere. You don't want to mess with seeds. Or just ink sacs. Those are okay. From extraterrestrial matter, that's matter from creatures at the end. So endermen, shulkers, things like that. Look at this. Chorus fruit, nether stars, pearls, and dragon's breath if you want to get cray-cray. And then the last one is twilight matter. Of course, these ones only exist when you're playing with the Twilight Forest. But you can get venison, raven feather, a couple things from that. But gas tears and nether stars and wither skulls are probably some of the best stuff you can get. Hey, there we go. Pristine wither skeleton matter. I got one. I also got an achievement for that. So we put that in there. You can see I can trade it for 6 wither skeletons. Or I could just trade it for inferium, coal, or necrotic bones. But the wither skeletons are the good ones, right? Because wither skeletons, that's 2 withers. 2 withers equals 4 supremium essence and 2 nether stars. So, pretty boss. I don't have this connected to power right now. This is doing a really good job of keeping this powered. We're going to try to put a second one in here and see what happens. See how bad... Woo! It's going to take it a minute because it's going to steal a bunch of juices here. Throw that in. We'll pick wither skulls. Put that. 6 wither skulls. Convenience. We'll pull this hellish matter out, which I got an achievement for as well. Ah, itchy ear. Okay. And we'll go ahead and throw those in there. And so, like I said, there's a lot of pristine matter that are pretty boss. Like some of the stuff like zombie matter, I'm not going to make a lot of stuff out of that. Like, I can get iron, potatoes, essence. But there are a few that are pretty decent. Let's see. Is it slime? Slime you can get statue cores. A few of them you can get statue cores for. That's nice if you want to mess with the statues. Whoops. Witches, redstone and stuff. Blaze, of course, you can imagine. Blaze is going to be a good source of blaze powder. Or no, did I click on the right one? I did not. Why is this not working for me? Oh, it says I can turn... Oh, there it is. I gotta click on this. So I can get blaze rods out of that. For ghast, I can get ghast tears. Wither skeleton we already looked at. Enderman, obviously pearls or end crystals, which is handy if you want to fight the dragon several times. Enderman, I just looked at. Pearls and that. Wither matter itself, there's the big one. Stars or supremium essence, right? That's pretty boss. So that's going to be a big one you want to get. Ender Dragon. Dragon's Breath, Dragon's Egg, Dragon Scale, Supremium or Dragon's Heads, or Elytra. But again, the Supremium being the big ones there. One good thing about the some of these is they're not automatic, or they're all basic. So again, you get a bunch of good stuff out of it. Need to learn how to do that simple storage stuff. I have tutorials on it. Have you tried auto fishing machines for catching enchanted books? Right on you, boss. Right there. Yes, I have. And on top of that, if you take your enchanted items that you also get, and you feed that through an enchantment extractor, and combine it with books, it will pull the enchantments off of those items and turn those into books as well. So that is another way to get even more enchantments. Move these over here, and then once it takes the enchantments off of them, you just get crap material you can throw in the trash can. Like all of this stuff here, I don't need sticks. Those are trash. Throw all these away because there's no enchantments on those. And then we'll grab all of our fish and throw that in here. Throw that away. Grab those things. Water bottles don't stack, so I'm not pulling them out yet. So, yeah, right here. So, yeah, this thing here, highly recommend the enchantment extractor. And all you got to do is, like I said, run the items in the left, run books in the top, and it'll take the enchantment off, put it on a book, and spit her out the right side for you, giving you more books. So, 100%, very good process for sure. Let me see, I got my ender pig making me ender pearls. Again, the only good pig is the ender pearl pig. Boop. There's 13 more pearls. Delicious. But yes, Deep Mob Learning. Very, very handy. I have tutorials on it, and if you're playing a more modern pack, Hostile Neural Networks is the name of the more modern version of this mod. So as you can see my bar here on the left, data connected, right? So it says 37 of 48. Now it says 38 of 48. So when you hit basic tier, you have to kill 48 more creatures to get it to advanced. Or in here, run 48 simulations, which is what I'm doing. So once that gets to 48, technically at 49, this will go to advanced. It'll keep on going. Advanced, you need like twice as many. So it's going to run even more simulations, but I have a higher chance of getting pristines. We'll come back and look at that in a minute. How are we looking? Let me check out my wood. I'm running out of wood again. Let's get some wood going. I like the remote in this pack with simple storage. A lot of remotes, like refined storages and things, once your inventory is full, it won't let you pull any more out. But with simple storage, if your inventory is full, but you keep clicking, it just spits it out on the ground for you, which is really helpful when you're trying to put a ton of stuff in something, like I'm doing with this wood. See this stack of woods there? Let me see if I can click on the thing. Oh, man. There we go. There we go. I didn't do it close enough. That's my fault. I'm just standing in the pile, and as I scoop it in, me standing on it just picks up more. All the wood. So, laser drill is coming along okay. We're not super far away being able to be... Next week, we'll probably become an android. We've got enough titanium we can start making android stuff. What are those cool doors from the castle in the Twilight Forest called? Okay, I got you. You cannot make them. They're not craftable. You have to go farm them from that castle, which means you have to go through... I love those doors. That's why that's how I know what they're called. But they're called castle doors. Yellow, violet, pink, and blue. They come in 4 different colors. Same with these castle rune bricks, which look awesome. I'll make a starlight room again because I love making those. If you've seen my previous playthroughs with Astral Sorcery, you've probably seen me make a space room, but I'll do one again because I love making them so much. But I love these doors as well, but they are not craftable. Unless you're pulling them out of the JEI, you have to go to the castle in the Twilight Forest and you have to farm them yourself. Same with most of the castle bricks. Patchy baby, what are you doing? It's not time for dinner. Why is your kitty butt in my face? Patches is normally not quite so in my face. We've only got 10 minutes left, sweetie, and then we'll get you something to eat. They don't normally eat till 9:30, but I don't know, maybe they're hungry today. I don't know. I think she just wants some attention. You just want some love, don't you, darling? Yes. Alright, so today, so far, we've done compact machines. Got that all set up. We got the potion extractor set up. We got hogs set up. We got Deep Mob Learning started. Made a compact machine. And what else did we do? We made the Wither area. We fought the Wither. We got the Master Infusion Crystal. We made another mob farm that doesn't work. Nope, not a single thing. That's so depressing. So I'll have to go AFK over here as well to get it to work. Yee-hee. Maybe next week we can start... So once I can get to Supremium, we'll start progressing through the Twilight Forest as well. Okay, come here, Patches. Come on. Come here, little darling. Oh, my goodness. What are you doing? Why are you being so silly today? Come on. There you go. Don't scare Buffy. It's okay, Buff. You're good, too. Let's see. You said mob farms don't work in compact machines. Right, it's not in a compact machine. I made the mob farm in the hunting dimension. And it makes me mad that it doesn't work. it's not working there either, or in the overworld, because the stupid weirding gadget is not working, and I don't know why. It just says keeps a 5x5 chunk area loaded centered around the gadget. And I don't know why that works. It's frustrating, or why it's not working. Alright, so let's take a look here real quick. So, pizza. We don't have time to automate it today. We will need to automate cheese. So, automating cheese, we're looking at an auto crafter, maybe a fluid crafter. I wonder if a fluid crafter would work with that. Let's see if we've got the stuff to make a fluid crafter. Where is the fluid crafter? Fluid placer. Solidifier, that's not it. Fluid collector, that's not it. Fluid crafter, there it is. Okay, I love the fluid crafter. It's not fluida, you idiot. I will need one of these. I'll need one of these. And I need a crafting table. The fire I need closer to the top so the mob spawn. No, it should do a 5x5 chunk. So like a huge amount of area. Like, not 5x5 squares. 5 chunks. So it should do a huge amount of space. The chunk goes from top of the world to bottom of the world. Alright, so there's a fluid crafter. So fluid crafters are awesome. They also don't need power, which is nice. They just need fluid. So let's see if we can make that work. Oh no, you're fine, Anubis. I was just answering the question, boss. There are no bad questions, man. No bad questions at all. Bucket. Gonna need more buckets. Okay. Gonna need to put this here. And I need 6 buckets of miak. What happened? No, I didn't mean to do that. Stab it! Lock. Is that going to work? I'm not sure the fluid crafter is going to work. It was a hope, but it may not. And if not, that's going to be a problem. But I don't believe this needs... Oh, there we go. Yep. I have automated the making of cheese. Automating pizza is going to be pretty easy. So I'm just seeing how to do it. We'll set it all up next week. So that's how we'll automate the cheese. The milk cow in a jar, because I don't need it to make it super fast. So that's going to be cheese, and then for pizza I will also need dough. So I'll need another fluid crafter and wheat. So I'll have to, inside the compact machine, I will have to build a farm, and I'll have to funnel the wheat into the fluid crafter. I'll also need an infinite water source block going into the fluid crafter. That's what's going to give us our bucket of water. That will make us dough. We'll then feed the dough through an energized smelter. I won't need a factory. It's not going to produce it that fast. So I can run that through just an energized smelter, which will cook it. And then I can either run all of that through an auto crafter, although with an auto crafter there's a concern for clogging, or I could build a mini simple sword system in there, which I think would be better, and run that auto crafting through to avoid the clogging. That would be our better bet. a secondary simple storage. We may even run a couple different cows in a jar just to pick up the speed a little bit. That'll craft it into pizza. Then we'll feed it out of the compact machine into our regular system, which will store it inside of our primary simple storage system. So that is how we will automate pizza next week. But Draven, why would you automate pizza? Because it's the most important food in the world, and not just any pizza. Terry's delicious pineapple pizza. Sadly, there's no way to auto-name things that I've ever found, so that won't work. So let's talk about what we want to do next week, right? Why are you not working? Oh, because I have a shield in my hand. Give me that. Alright, so automate pizza's already on there. Become an android. That's on our list, right? What else do we want to work on next week that's important? Let's talk about a fission reactor. Let's see if we can start working towards a basic reactor, because we need a better power source. We're also going to need a better power storage. Mechanism. I forget the name of the thing. Where's it at? I always forget the name of the thing. I'm pretty sure it's a mechanism. Is it not? There it is. Induction. Induction storage. That's the thing. Induction matrix. Induction matrix for power storage. Oops. So that's going to give us that auto crafting. If we can get, in order to do full auto crafting, I need power. That's what's hurting me right now. So if we can get the fission reactor up and running, even just a small one, just looking to build a small one. If I can get a small one up and running, then we can start doing heavy auto crafting. We're going to have to start working on automating HDPE pellets, which is the devil, but it comes at some point. So that's on our list for next week. Also, if anybody can think of any cool things, we want to auto the walrus. We'll get that done next week, because I promised I'd automate the walrus. Off the top of my head, that's everything I can think of. I don't know why that keeps disappearing. It may have something to do with this stone. I'm going to have to pick something different. I don't normally have that issue. Let me pull that off of there. Maybe let me try something different. Let me just try putting a log there and seeing if that still happens. Nope. Seems perfectly fine now. I should be able to, yeah, see, now it's letting me interact with it. Okay, so it's something to do with that polished stone. I won't be able to use that. Okay. HDPE is so complicated, even with the guide, I always miss something. Well, Kinetic, if you want to wait till next Friday, we will knock that out. Oh, see, it did the thing again. Huh. I bet it's something to do with the Twilight Forest. It is what it is. All right. Pretty good. We're at ending time. So I will work on replacing the wall this week. So that giant wall, I'm going to keep the same shape. I like the shape of it. But I'm going to replace it with something more akin to what I've got going on down here. Something a bit more machine looking. Nuclear power. Well, that's what the fission reactor is. Fission is a form of nuclear, I believe. I mean, it falls into it. There's also the fission reactor is part of nuclear craft. There's a fission reactor and a fusion reactor. The fusion reactor is a nightmare. It's doable. I've done it. I've made the maximum one to get the achievement. I've done it a couple times successfully now, but it is a nightmare. But a small nuclear fission reactor is the power source I want to do next week. That's what I'm hoping to be our primary power source. The problem is I'm not getting quite as much of the resources I need to make it out of my laser. So I'm going to let this run a lot this week and try to build it up, because I need thorium for the fuel. We need for coolant. We need things like magnesium and such. Let's see, uranium I'm going to need. Most of the rest of that is not tin. Coal. The thorium, the lithium, the boron, and the magnesium. Those are the hard to get stuff that I need to really build it. There's nothing past diamond. You're fine. Well, use it as a learning experience. Anything you have any questions at all, man, you just hit me up. If it is within my ability to answer it, I will do it. I will probably... Oh, my potatoes are clogged again. I will probably make a few more maximum size compact machines, so I have some ready to go for the next stream, so we can do some stuff inside of them. Because I'm thinking... Well, I was going to put the fission reactor inside of one, but now I'm thinking that might not be the best idea. Since I can't... Maybe. It depends on if I can get flux to work or not. Can you do mystical agriculture for growing those resources? Yes, you can, and that's what I'm hoping to do, but I need some of them to get started. You know what I mean? Like, I think you need a minimum of 4 to make a magnesium seed. That's why I wanted to get the crystal we made this week, because I have to build up essence for us to do that. So magnesium seeds require 4 ingots. And blue, plus I'm going to have to make all these up. So that's why I was trying to get us started with mystical, with the crystals, so I can do a bunch of converting next week. But yes, 100% agree with you. Those resources we need. But the more I have, by the time we start next week, the more initial seeds I can make to get us started. Because I'm going to put those farms inside of a compact machine. So the way I do my compact machines is I build, look at all the little critters. I build 3 levels. So the ground floor and then 2 more levels. I know how to space it, just because I've done it so many times, where I can have 3 levels of farm. On each level, I'll have a different type of seed. So like boron, magnesium, thorium. I'll also build an auto-crafting system in there, which will turn them into the ingots for us. So that way, when it comes out of the compact machine and into our storage system, it's done and ready to go. So there are 6 primary seeds I can think of, which would be 2 different maximums, right? So we got uranium, boron, thorium, magnesium, lithium. There's one other one, and I'm drawing a blank. I want to say uranium, but I might have already said that. I want to say there's 6. There might only be 5. I want to say there's 6. And so they fit inside of 2 maximum compact machines. And that will let those resources build up for us. Because the main power source that I want is a mechanism reactor. A mechanism reactor is my favorite reactor in Sky Factory 4. But it needs a ton of lithium. So I need like a ton of lithium and lithium seeds. I need some solar-based stuff, so I can do it. I know how to do it. I've made it many times. Have to build a hole in them. I know I'm saying that wrong, but it's the only way I can think of to pronounce it. But we're definitely going to be making a mechanism reactor. A fission reactor is going to give us the power, I'm hoping, to be able to actually start using flux successfully. Because if I can, then I can use it to power the compact machines. If that doesn't work, then I have to build a combustion generator inside each individual one, which is going to suck. They just don't work as well as the geothermal does. Geothermal is normally what I put in there. But if I can get the flux to work successfully, we might be good. So, yes. Let's see. A large essence farm. So what I do is I get the tier 5 seeds. And then I build a compact machine with 5 different farms. So 5 different compact machines. One makes me Inferium. The next one, I have it built to auto-craft Inferium into the dark green one. The next one does that and then also turns the dark green into orange. The next one into blue. The next one into Supremium. Then you can do another one if you want a 6th one into Insanium. So that way I have a compact machine producing each level of essence. So I'm not just getting the Insanium or the Supremium. I do it that way because a lot of stuff uses the lower level, right? We just looked at magnesium seeds, right? For that I need blue. So if I already have a ton of blue inside of my system, I don't have to break down anything or build anything back up. How do you get coal out of your coal amber? Oh, you don't want to build coal amber. I can help you with that. So there are a lot of ambers that are basically useless. Coal amber is one of them. You don't want to make petrified amber, clay amber, sand amber, gravel amber, coal amber. You don't want to make lapis, redstone. Basically, you only want to make the metals. So instead of using coal amber, you can just straight up make coal. It's the opposite recipe. Instead of 5 acorns and 4 resin, it's 5 resin and 4 acorn, and then you just turn it directly into coal. That way you don't have to mess with the amber at all. You can use the amber, but then you have to run it through either like some type of crushing system, like, let's see, coal amber. You can smelt it to get liquefied coal, and then re-put it back out into, like, pour it into blocks. But you're creating 2 or 3 extra steps, right? Where you could just turn it into coal. The same with diamond or redstone, right? If you want redstone, just go to redstone blocks. You could just turn the acorns right into redstone blocks. You don't need to mess with the amber at all. The only time you're going to mess with amber is specifically for any of the metals. So copper, lead, tin, iron, gold, silver, nickel, osmium, cobalt, ardite. I think that's all of them. Those ones you'll turn into amber, because then you get, if you put it through your smelter, instead of cooking that amber to get 1, you put it through your smelter, you'll get 2. You're doubling your resources. What upgrades go in the smelting factory? Happy to help you out there. So smelting factory is mechanism. So you want the mechanism upgrades. So if you just do @mechanism works, I just like to put upgrade. It's these ones right here. Speed upgrade, energy upgrade. You can do filter upgrade, you're not going to need for the factory. Muffling just makes it quiet. Gas you're not going to need for any of those. But some of these other ones exist for other mechanism machines. The only 2 you really care about are speed and energy upgrade. Each mechanism machine will hold 8 of each, if it will take them. Some machines won't take all the upgrades, but if it'll take a speed and a energy, it'll take 8 of them. All the factories do. And I recommend putting the energy ones in first. I say that because if you put the speed ones in first, your machine's going to run too fast for your energy to keep up with it most of the time, depending on your power level. And then it's not going to be working while you're making your other upgrades. Which, if you have all the resources, it's going to take 1 minute, it won't matter. But if it's going to take you a little while to make the energy ones, make the energy ones first. I do. I always try to put the energy ones in first. But speed upgrade, energy upgrade, or you can just do @mechanism. And you'll see all the upgrades are on the second row. The filter upgrade is pretty much just going to be for that fluid machine. This thing, the electric pump. That's the only thing I've ever used the filter for. And that's what turns it from pumping water into, I think it's hard water. I believe is what it does. Hard water. So there we go, yeah. Cool, all right. Ran over a couple minutes, but we had some really great last-minute questions come in. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me tonight and chilling with me. If you had a good time, or like me even a little bit, It'd be awesome if you wouldn't mind clicking the old like button. It helps out me and the channel a whole bunch as a bunch. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe so you can come back and hang out with us more often. Also, I'll link to all my website and all my socials is down in the description area of this stream and all my streams and videos if you'd like to check out any of the socials or the website. I do have merch on the website, at least for now. I may be discontinuing the ODG merch here in the near future. But for right now, anyways, I've got merch up there. Next Minecraft stream will be next Friday and Saturday. Again, reminder, no stream next Sunday because I start my new job that Monday morning and I want to get a good night's sleep. This upcoming, I believe it's going to be Wednesday. I'm going to hop on for a couple hours and stream some Fall Guys. If you play Fall Guys, you're welcome to jump in. I think I can play multiplayer with that, so there's that. I have the setup that grows the trees and feeds acorn or resin directly into smelters. Then I have users to drain them into casting basins, which hoppers into storage. Is that a decent idea? Yep, we'll take a break. Okay, so you don't need users at all. Just slap a redstone clock there, turn it to requires redstone, slap a lever on it, and then click the -5s until it gets to 1. And then when it's blinking, it's on, it'll auto pour automatically. I'll give you an example here. Let me grab some more iron. So we'll throw some iron in there. It'll take it a minute to melt. So this just saves you, because for the auto users, I believe those may need power. Don't hold me to that. But even if they don't, a redstone clock is nice because it'll turn it in both directions. Like this one clock is running both of these. You can also just slap a lever on there and turn it on. I like the redstone clock for a couple of reasons. Just because it gives me some additional functionality later. But if you turn it all the way down to 1, then it is basically clicking on this for you every tick. Click, 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 click. So as soon as it's empty, it's going to pour again. Let's see. So the resin directs there. And then have users to drain the casting basins, which hopper out into storage. Yeah, hoppering out or extraction cables. Either one will work. See, here you go. Now that it's melted, as soon as it's done, it just automatically clicks and pours the next one. Redstone clocks don't require any power, and they're very easy to make early on. All you need is iron and redstone. And they'll work multiple faucets at once. So I like those. Again, you can just stick a lever on there and turn it on, and it'll do the same thing. But again, there are some other more advanced functions down the road that I use the redstone clock for, and since they're so easy to make, I just go ahead and put it in there from the beginning. So there's that. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. Happy to help. Happy to help. Another great last-minute question. I appreciate that. Cool. All right, so I'll get the wall built by next week. Keep an eye out for my Wednesday Fall Guys stream, and then come back next weekend for some more hot Minecraft action. Not really. I can't back that up. All right, guys. Have yourself a great week. Tomorrow's Monday. Monday sucks. Do your best to get through it. Love you guys bunches, and I'll see you next week. All right? Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.